Before the video, I just thought I'd let you guys know that I'm doing a giveaway on my Twitter. It is at TheSmithPlays for an Xbox Live card. You can go down in the description and follow if you're interested. Anyways, hey, what's up guys, it's Patrick here, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you an in-depth strategy guide on how to get to round 30 plus, or really just whatever you consider a high round on the new Exo Zombies map carrier. Now, just to note that this is solo gameplay, but really, these tips and strategies can be used for multiplayer as well. I just chose to play solo as I find it a little bit easier for myself personally, but like I said, you can go either way. Anyways, this video will help you get to around 30 plus. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. Alright, so spawning in is pretty much the same for every single zombies map ever. Basically, round 1 to 3, you're just going for points. And at some point during maybe the end of round 2, the end of round 3, you're going to want to head out. Now, this map is interesting because there's actually 2 different spawns, but both can lead to the armory. And that's where I recommend going. So no matter what side you're on, head to the armory. Now, once you're here, what I recommend doing is hit the box twice, okay? Just hit it twice. Don't get any other gun before this, just hit the box twice. So the reason why you want to hit the box first is I found that the earlier you can get power weapons, the farther you will make it, because you could start upgrading it earlier and everything just seems to go really smoothly the earlier you can get it. Now there's 5 guns you're looking for. So the first is the Ohm, which is a new weapon. The other is the Railgun. Third is the Mayhem. Fourth is the S12. And last but not least, it's the good old Cauterizer. So obviously by hitting the box twice at the very start, you're giving yourself a decent chance of getting one of those 5 guns. And if you do, you are really set. Now, if you don't worry. You'll probably get something okay, something good enough for getting points. And that's really all you need at this point. Now from here, no matter what gun you get, unless you get something just absolutely awful or maybe no gun, there's really no sense in restarting because you're not at a bad position. You're just not the possibly best. So basically, after your 2 box hits, I recommend opening the next door to the lift, and then from there, opening cargo, which will get you your exosuit. Now, after you get your exosuit, the obvious step is go to the moon pool and get Jug or Exo Health. Now, all of this should probably be completed by about round 7. I got unlucky and I got late 7 because I think I got a nuke on like round 3, right when all the zombies had spawned in. I hadn't had any killed, so I lost a lot of points there, and just a couple things went wrong like that. So really, I think 7 is no problem for most players. Now, it might be a little bit hard, just because you're going no Jug to about round 6 or 7, but in the long run, this is definitely the easier way to go. And like I said, you got to be a decent player to get to round 30 anyways, so you should have no problem. Now, just a side note, on round 8, you're going to get an infected round, and this shouldn't be too hard, so just go to the moon pool. This is a much easier spot to go. You already have it opened up. You can train well. The med bay, you're going to have to spend some money, and I find it to be a very, very dangerous spot to hang out. So really, round 8, just go here, do your thing, and then you can move on. Start getting ready to hit the box a lot. Alright, so rounds 9 to 13 are going to be entirely dedicated to getting 2 good guns. So I mentioned the 5 that you really want to aim for at the start, but I want to go a little bit more in depth. Now, there's 2 different guns you want. There's a tank gun. Now, the tank gun is basically a gun that when there's a zombie in your way, you can shoot them easily and they will die. So examples of this include the Railgun, the Cauterizer, the S12, and I would throw in the Ohm, the new kind of like Gatling gun, because it does have a shotgun secondary, which is okay. The second group of guns that you want to get one of these as well is a clearing gun. So this is just for taking out the huge horde behind you. So examples of this would be the Mayhem, the Railgun, again the Ohm, and you can use the crossbow as well, or an LMG. I don't recommend those as much, but they also do work. So basically, you're just going to want to keep hitting the box for the next couple rounds until you get the combo that you like. Now, good combos include like a Cauterizer and a Mayhem, perhaps an Ohm and a Railgun, an Ohm and a Mayhem, an Ohm and a Cauterizer. There's a lot of different things you can go with, but just remember, the guns you want really is the Ohm, the Railgun, the Cauterizer, the Mayhem, and the S12. And if you get 2 of those, really, you're going to set yourself up for a good game. Now, the earlier you can get these 2 guns, whatever combo that you like, you prefer, the better your game's going to go because you can start upgrading, and that is really the biggest process now. Now, the gameplay you see here, I got the Cauterizer and the Mayhem. I really like this setup, but I don't think it's necessarily the best. The best, in my opinion, would probably be the Ohm along with the Railgun. I think those two guns just complement each other really nicely and are really good at doing everything. So that's like, I mean, that's like a good goal to set for. Now, once you've got the two guns you want, like I said, probably rounds 11, 12, 13, start getting perks. So the first perk you're going to want is Quick Reload, followed by Stockpile. That's going to give you more grenades, more second grenades. After that, really, I would go for 2 upgrades, 1 on each gun, and then from there, go Exo Soldier, and your last one will be, of course, Exo Slam. Exo Slam, I don't really like it, but I mean, you may as well get it. Now from here, it's going to be about probably round 15 or so, and at this point, all you got to do is just start upgrading, and that's really the rest of this strategy. Now, on your way to round 30, I would say there are 2 places you should really consider training. The first is the Moon Pool, which you see here. This area is wide open, and if this was normal zombies, it'd be a great spot to train, but because it's exo zombies, it's a little bit harder with the EMZs. Now, what I like about this area is you know exactly where the zombies are coming from, you can see everything, but there's nothing in the way to kind of like break up the zombies, so it's easy, but when you get caught in a spot, you're probably going to die. The other spot we see here is the cargo, which is a little bit less predictable with the zombies, but it's easier to get out of situations. You can hop on top of containers, and there's a better trap, the little guy that runs around. So personally, I would recommend staying in cargo, but both places have their ups and downs. I think it's really based upon your preference. However, personally, I would always go cargo. Now, another problem that you may run into and start to find difficult progressively is the bomb round. So these start out pretty easy where there's just 2 guys, you just got to shoot them. My only advice for taking them out is really just make sure the zombies are like behind you, and just make sure you have about 3 to 10 seconds to take them out. Nades are super effective here, but they're really not that strong. It's more the zombies that can mess you up. So once you kill them, you actually get a camouflage, which again makes it super easy because then all you have to do is zombies can't attack you, so just go up and defuse the bomb. Now, however, once you get to round 20, and I stress this is round 20, you're going to start to get a Goliath which spawns in. It's 1 guy and a Goliath. Now, this guy's not too bad. It's not like the one from Burger Town. All you got to do is have 2 shots from contact grenades. That will kill him every single time. So he's not really that strong, but it can be annoying. Now, once you get to about round 25, you get the bomb round every single round. It's really annoying. What I honestly do is if it's close to me, I go for it. If it's not, I say screw it. You kind of got to look at it like the Templar zombies from Origins where they take down your generator. If they're close to you, go for them. If you're not, don't risk it. Because all that happens is you can't go to that area of the map for a round or you get infected. It's really not that big a deal, and it's not worth risking death over. So like I said, once it starts to get every round, I just say screw it. And you know, once they get close enough to me, because they can only take out 3 areas of the map, so it's not like it's the end of the world. And like I said, it often leads to death if you try to go for it every time. And honestly, like it gets quicker and quicker, it seems. So sometimes it's like all the way across the map, and by the time you get there, it's already blown up. So it's really just not something worth risking for a very, very little reward. However, eventually you're going to have to deal with them because they do go to every place like the Templar zombies do. So that's really that. That's my only advice, is just don't worry about it once you get to a certain round. But on the earlier rounds, it's not too bad. You can probably deal with it. So there you have it, guys. This video should definitely help you get to round 30 plus for solo or multiplayer. I really didn't have the greatest game here. If you noticed, I actually lost my last quick revive by like, I think round 15. So I basically went round 15 and on with no downs. So once I had set up, I was fine, but I was just playing really stupid at the start and lost some stuff. If you're wondering how I went down, it was actually really funny. I fell off the map in this spawn room. I tried to jump for something and I fell off the map. So it wasn't actually a legit death. I was kind of going for like 35, 40, but I had a little bit of fail. So I thought you guys might think that's funny. Anyways, like I said, this video should definitely help you. If it did, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, you can go ahead and subscribe. And that's all I got for you guys. I'll see you later.